What's going on, guys? It's your boy Raoul TV, Team R for you. Well, we're back again, back in the garage, and what we're doing this time round is I've got a 2009 Audi A3 here. It's a 2-litre diesel TDI, and what we're going to do is we're going to replace the clutch, flywheel and the concentric slave cylinder. We're going to go ahead and replace them. So without further ado, let's go, let's do it. Right guys, there it is, the 2-litre TDI. There's a 2009 one, this one. So what we're going to do is, first things first, we're going to take this cover off, which just lifts off. Not rocket science, just lifts off. We're going to take the air filter off. We're going to take the battery off, battery tray off. So battery, take that off. Take the 2 leads off. There's another 13 down there. That one there, take that off. Battery comes off. Then we'll take the battery tray off, and we'll go from there. Okay guys, now that we've got the battery tray off, the battery off, the air filter off, what we're going to do now is we're going to take these little clips off. All you do is flick them off. That comes off, that one, flick that one off, put a bit of oil there so it slides off nice and easy. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take this off, 13mm bolt, this one, and there should be another one right there that's holding on to it as well. So we're going to take that one off, that one off, that one off, take these 2 linkages off, then the whole bracket, everything out of the way. Yeah, I've took all the linkages off, linkage bracket off and everything. I've tied it up with a cable tie on the side. What we're going to do now is we're going to take this earth wire off, 13mm, go around right to the bottom here, bell housing bolt, this one, I think it's 18 or 19mm, something like that, you'll figure it out. Another one on this side, take that one off, take them 2 off, then we're going to come here. We're going to take the starter bolt off, the top one, top starter bolt off, and we'll go from there. Alright guys, I've got the starter bolt off, the 2 bell housing bolts underneath are off, one there, one there. Right, I had to take this pipe off, the hydraulic pipe, because the starter bolt won't come out, because the housing is there, you know, the pipe housing and everything, and it won't come out. So what we're going to do now is, I've took the reverse light switch off as well. These are dead easy. Right, we're going to take this wire off. This wire, 13mm, held on with a 13mm nut. Take that off. Take this one off. What we do, this red piece, pull that red piece out with a little screwdriver, and then the plug will just come out. And that's about it for the top. Nothing much to take off besides that. There we have it, guys. That 13mm is off. The wire is off. Wiring plug is off. All that's done. I've even cracked these while it's here. I thought you might as well just crack them. Don't take them off, because gearbox is going to fall out, engine's going to fall out, we don't want that. So I've just cracked them, loosened them off, leave it at that. What we're going to do now is, we might, like I mentioned, we might need to take this pipe off, because as you can see there, it's going really close to the gearbox. So we might need to take that off. If we don't need to, then happy days. If we need to, not that hard. We take this little Jubilee clip off there, take that Torx 30 off, another one here, Torx 30, a few more underneath. Right, so what we're going to do now is, we've done everything on the top, we're going to send it up, take the wheels off, and we're going to tackle it from underneath. Okay, I've sent the car up on the ramp, took the wheel off. What we're going to do now is take this bottom cover off. So only held on with these little Torx, take them off. There's one here as well, as you can see there. I'll try like that, take them off. Take the bottom part off. I don't think you need to even take the top part off. Just take that bottom part off. And obviously I'm going to take the bottom cover off. Same again, Torx like that. The 25, Torx 25. Like that. Take that off. The back one's I think the 30 or a 40, Torx 40. Mission is, take this cover off, take this side cover off. We'll go from there. Okay guys, we've done what we had to do. Take the cover off, take the bottom cover off, take the side cover off. What we're going to do now is we're going to take this little 13mm nut off. That bracket comes off. Take the bottom starter bolt off, which is behind there, 18mm. Take that off. Starters off. And then we'll go from there. Right guys, starter is off, as you can see. That I'm going to tie these up to a side or something, just get them out of the way. What I'm going to do now is, I've took this Jubilee clip off. This pipe will need to come off, this one here. So that Jubilee clip is off, that's out of the way. This one is a little clip there, as you can see there. Just flick it to the side, pull the pipe out. That's it, so that pipe comes off, and we'll go from there. Pipe is off. Next job for us guys is, we're going to take the ball joints off. So you can take it off from there if you want. I don't really take it off from there. I like taking it off from here. 1, 2, 3. If we were going to replace the ball joint, then take it off from there obviously, but we're not replacing the ball joint. So take them 3 off. 1, 2, 3, 16mm. It could be 17mm if anybody's replaced the ball joint in the past. So these are 16mm. Same on this side. Take them off. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take the drive shafts off. So on this side, what I'll do is I'll take that off, the center nut. It's a multi-spline, take that off, and then we're going to take them off. The multi-spline Torx, I think the Torx 10 or 12 multi-spline, take them off. Drive shaft comes off. Happy days, let's go. Alright guys, as you can see here, I've took the ball joint off because I couldn't get them 3 off because they're going to snap, and I don't want to buy a new ball joint for him. Right, so this side, they're coming off, they're off. That one here, we're going to knock that one out. It snapped, so we're going to knock it out, put another 17mm bolt through there. Happy days, that's good. Next job for us guys is we're going to take these off. Ideally, when it's on the hub, right, when it's on the disc, everything, hold the disc with a screwdriver and take them off, okay? But me being an idiot, I forgot, right? So I'm just going to take them off with a gun, zip them off. Right guys, this drive shaft is off. We're going to do the same on this side as well. Take them 6 off, the Torx multi-spline, take them off. Then that's that done. We'll take this wiring plug off, dead easy, little flat screwdriver. If I can find one here. Flat screwdriver in there, and then just push that out. You know what I'm saying. There we go, like that. Right, so what we're going to do next is, after that, after we take the drive shaft off, we're going to take all the bell housing bolts off. This one, this one, and this one. There's only 4 underneath anyway, but keep this one on for the last bolt. Okay, you don't want to take that off, then the gearbox just falls off. Right, so take that, leave that one on, crack it, but leave it on. Last bolt, okay? We'll take the center mounting off. We don't need to take the complete center mounting off. If you want to take it off, you can take it off. If not, just take these 2 off. Right, the gearbox should go that way. And we'll go from there. Alright guys, the drive shaft is off. The reason why I can't take the full drive shaft off is because this center nut is not budging at all. But we don't need the driver side drive shaft off. We can just leave it to a side. That's alright. What it is, this next job for us is, I've just dropped it, but we need one of them, size 6 that is, size 6 Allen key in there, right? And then what we're going to do is, this one won't do it. We need a deeper one. Right, so it will reach the Allen key. After we get that on it, we'll take that off, jam it up with a screwdriver there through one of the bolt holes, take that off, and then that's it. This cap will come off. You'll lose a bit of fluid, but I recommend you don't drain these, because if you go ahead and drain these, you need a special tool to refill them again. Right, so whatever comes out from there, try to refill it that way. Let's go. Alright guys, all the bell housing bolts, everything are off underneath besides that one. Right, we've sent it back up, and we put the lifter on it. I think that's the best way to do it, because on these, if you try doing it the other way, where you drop the engine and drop the gearbox onto the center mounting, it could be too heavy. Plus, taking this gearbox off, 6-speed gearbox, heavy gearbox, so you need the jack underneath, the gearbox lift underneath to help you guys. So what we do is, I've got it on there, as you can see there. We're going to take these off. I've already cracked them before, so they should come straight off. And that's it. Let's go. Let's take it off. Right guys, there we have it. Gearbox is off. You need 2 people to take this off. Don't attempt it by yourself. It is really, really heavy. Another thing is, if you're going to use the hoist, this one, right, make sure you take the subframe off. But you don't want to go there. Just get 2 people to take it off, and then it should come off nice and easy. This side up on the gearbox, and it should twist and come off. What I'm going to do now is these 9mm multi-spline torque heads. I'm going to take them off. Take the clutch off, take the flywheel off, and we'll go from there. The clutch is off. To take the flywheel off, it's them here. The multi-spline Torx again. I would say it's the maybe a 14 multi-spline. Just 1 second. Okay, my bad guys. It's not a 14. It's a 12mm. The M12 multi-spline Torx. Bang them in there. Take it off. The thing is, if it's really tight, get somebody to hold it on the crank pulley, and then you take it off on this side. Or if you could zip them off with the gun, zip them off with the gun. But when you come to tightening it back up, make sure somebody holds it on the crank side. You don't want the timing jumping, or if it's a timing chain, you don't want the timing chain jumping. Right, let's go. Right, there we have it, guys. Flywheel is back on. I had to hold it, as you can see here, on this side. And somebody had to tighten it up on this side. So it's either my brother or me. Well, we tightened it up, so that's the bottom line. It's done. Right, so what I'm doing now is I'm going to change, obviously put the clutch back on. Right, but before I do that, I thought I'll show you this one. There's a concentric slave. Dead easy. 3 bolts. 10 millis. You can't really miss it. Take them 3 off. That comes off. That one. Back on there. Happy days. The job done. So there we go, guys. All we do is just put it on like for like. 10 milli, 3 10 millis off. 3 10 millis back on. Bang it in. Right there. You can't really go wrong. It's not rocket science. It only goes one place, which is there. Right, that's it. Let's tighten these up, put these on. 9mm or 10mm, whatever it is. It could be 10mm on yours, it could be 9mm. And put them back on. Right, guys, there we have it. The gearbox is back in. It's not 100% tight, obviously. I'm going to put all the bell housing bolts back on. One here, one there. Get all the bell housing bolts back on. Don't go tightening one up and then find out the other one doesn't line up. So, I mean, they should line up, but what you do is get all of them on hand tight and then tighten them up all evenly. Okay, we've sent the car down. The bell housing bolts on the bottom are on, tightened up and everything. What we're going to do is we're going to secure this engine and gearbox. So first things first, before we do anything, put the mounting back on. Remember, 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, 3, them 6 all together. Bang them back on. That way the engine can't go anywhere, it can't fall off. Well, we can't fall anyway because we've got the lift on it, but we need to secure it. Make sure it's 100% secure, and then we'll go from there. Alright guys, the thing is, I've put the mounted on, all secure, everything. Get that screwdriver out the way, that was just to line it up. Right, all tight and everything. What I'm going to do, next job is, I'm going to put all the bell housing bolts on. Okay, just put the bell housing bolts on so it centralizes. I mean, the top ones, that is. Which are down there, remember, one there, one on the other side. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the starter motor back on. As you can see there, I've started putting the starter motor back on. Reason being is I put the starter motor back on, tighten it up, put the hydraulic pipe back on, the clutch pipe, the clutch fluid pipe for the concentric slave cylinder. Put that back on, and then what we're going to do is bleed it. Before we do anything else, secure anything else, put anything else on, we're going to bleed it, see if we've got a good pedal. If we've got a good pedal, happy days, carry on with the rest of the job. If we haven't got a good pedal or something's wrong, then that way we can take it off, take the gearbox off. You don't have to go ahead, take everything off. You know, we just want to put a few bolts on. So that's the next thing for us. We're going to put the starter motor on, put the pipes back on, and we're going to bleed it. There we have it, guys. It's all bled up and everything. I put the bell housing bolts back on and everything. These are all tight. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to put the earth strap back on, put the reverse light switch back on, earth strap, reverse light switch. I'm going to get the linkage cables back on. 3 bolts, remember, on the linkage. Oh, sorry, 2 bolts and 1 nut on the linkage bracket. Get the linkage cables back on, and we'll go from there. Okay guys, sit rep. The thing is, we've put all the linkages on, everything else is back on, the bell housing bolts, the hydraulic pipe, the starter wires, everything's on, the earth wire here. What we're going to do now is reverse order. We're going to put the battery tray back on, the air filter back on, and basically reverse order, finish the top off, then we'll send it up, and then finish the top bottom off. Alright guys, all the top half is done. Obviously the cover here, I'm just going to put the cover on. That can go on last. Besides that, the battery cover, that's going to go on next. The thing is, I'm not going to put the battery leads on just yet. The reason being is, obviously, I've still got the bottom starter bolt to put on. Wirings and everything is there, so we don't want to put the live on earth on and then we get a short circuit down there and everything, you know, messing about. So we'll leave the, you can put one side on, leave one side off. And yeah, what we're going to do now is send it up, finish the bottom off. Right guys, there we have it. Everything is on. We've got the drive shafts back on, ball joints back on this side as well. We've got that cap back on, remember the cap? Yeah. We've got the drive shaft back on, ball joint back on this side. On this side, two of the bolts snapped, so I'll do 17 milli bolts in. This one is slightly shorter than this one. This one can be long, doesn't matter. This one has to be slightly shorter because obviously it's going to catch on the disc and stuff. Right, anyway, that's on. What we're going to do now is I'm going to send it down. Obviously, put the wheels on. If you want to put the wheels on, you can put the wheels on if you want. It's up to you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to send it down, start it up, see if it's all running good and everything, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so that's it. It's all done and dusted. I'm going to start it up, get in the car first and start it up. This might be a tight squeeze. Bloody hell. Tell you what. Go lean or go home. I need to lose a bit of weight. Right. I'm in the car. The reason why, because whoever parked this car up parked it too close to the ramp arm. I can't open the door properly. Anyway, we're in the car. Okay, so neutral. Won't start up, right? Flat battery. Let's get some jump leads on it. Right, I've charged the battery up and everything, so hopefully it should start up. Right, clutch down. Happy days, all running, done and dusted. Right, all I'm going to do now is give it a test drive and see how it is. Hopefully everything should be okay. And yeah, that's it. Well, that's it guys, that's how we replace the clutch. You can see with the glare and everything. That's how we replace the clutch on a 2009-2010 Audi A3. Anyway guys, all I'm saying is like, share and subscribe to our channel. I hope this video helps you guys out. If it doesn't help you guys out, peace and blessings, I'm sorry. And yeah, if you want to know anything about this car or any other car, leave a comment in the comment section. Give me a shout out. I'll try to get back to you guys. And yeah, so like, share and subscribe. I'm getting tongue twisted here. Like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon.